Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We are currently in the new project car. I don't know if I want to call it a project car because this car actually has a lot of like utility to it, which is kind of why I bought it. But basically, we needed a car that had more stuff with. So I got the Jag, and then I had the Mazda still, and that was like a daily driver, and I ended up selling the Mazda, and then I didn't have a car payment for like a month, and I realized how much it sucked having the Jag to try to do everything, because the Jag is like, it's like a luxury car, and it's like wide body, and it's lowered, so a lot of things I do have been outdoors lately. So I've been like off-roading a lot, I've been shooting a lot, so then I've just been like putting all this shit in the Jag, and it's like tearing up the interior. It's either dirtying it up, or there's like metal parts and brackets and like my stands and stuff, and they slide around in the trunk and they scrape up all the interior in the back. Well, the camera, it's actually cool that there's like a on the dash there's like this flat spot to hold the camera. So I had to buy a new car, so that's why I bought this thing. Right now we are currently going to PA to install some new parts. This thing is kind of like a project car. Like, it's pretty beat up, it's old, it's a work in progress, but there's a lot of things to fix on it, and you know, I kind of don't mind because I do a lot of stuff, a lot of DIY stuff. There's some stuff I won't do, but it's like fun to like make something a little bit nicer again, and then also we're gonna be upgrading stuff in the process. So we already put a head unit in, a doubled in. It has Apple CarPlay. Oh, my phone's not plugged in, but it has Apple CarPlay now. Like before, it didn't even have whatchamacallit, not even Bluetooth phone. And like, this is a big car, so I didn't have a backup camera. So backing up was like a nightmare. And then I didn't have Bluetooth, I didn't have audio, I didn't have phone, and it was just like, this thing was like stuck in the early 2000s. But doing the head unit helped a lot. It's like a doubled in, super easy to install. My friend Darius helped me. This is a new car, like it serves its purpose, and I really needed it, so that's how I justified buying it. 220,000 miles on it, but you know, it's not bad. I didn't buy this car expecting it to be like my nice car and like to keep it forever, but if I get a couple good years out of it and then I upgrade to a newer one later and move some parts over, that'd be cool too. So, but it'd be fun because I've always wanted to build something like this. It just makes sense with my lifestyle and all the things I'm into, because I'm into like sports cars and stuff, but I have a track car and I have a drift car, and they're street legal, but it's a bust when you have to drive those cars to those events and beat them up and drive them home. Like, yeah, like, it's, if you could do that with your car, that's great, but it's always in the back of your mind, like, I gotta get this thing home. So like with drifting, it's like, you know, you go through tires, but the risk of like blowing up your diff or a control arm if you go off is like very likely, or it does happen, and like, you know, like that's just something you gotta think about. And if you're kind of blindsided by those things breaking, like, that's an expensive tow home from where those tracks are at, because they're like 100 miles away, you know. So that's why I bought something like this, so I could tow too. So I could tow, and I could do outdoor stuff, and I could do off-road stuff. I'm gonna show you guys what car this is in a second. Say hello to the new project. Oh, there's Matt's car. We are here at PA. He said just bring it by if you want to install it. All right, this is it. I already fixed like some stuff here, like this like center console wouldn't open. Like, I don't know how people like break this stuff, but the latch was broken for both of them, and they're like $15 on Amazon, and I just bought new ones and put them in today, and it took a couple minutes and it's fixed, and it just makes all the difference in the world. But yeah, let me show you the car. I actually like really like this thing. So here it is, a big ol' Dodge Ram 1500 with the Hemi 5.7 liter. It was bone stock at first, and I put 35s on the stock wheels, and it fits. It only rubs a little bit at full lock, if anyone was wondering. And yeah, this is the car. We have some plans for this thing, and I've never owned anything with the V8, and that was like a 4x4. Like the Jag is all-wheel drive, but this is different, and it's not in bad condition, you know. Let me show you some stuff that's wrong. Like there's dents and whatever. There's scratch here with rust on it, and other than that, it's not in too bad a shape. Like AC doesn't work. Other issues I know of, pretty much like the major issue is that the AC doesn't work, but it still passes smog. So, and it has a lot of miles, like 225,000 miles, but I think it's a good foundation, you know. So we already plan on at least doing a lift kit in the front, maybe like a 2-inch lift in the rear, and then I want to do like all the off-roady stuff, like fucking roof racks and I don't know, LED lights and snorkels and stuff. So stay tuned for that one. Right now I just bought, I love it because everything for this car is so cheap. I just bought like Ram specific running boards, and they're only $100 on Facebook Marketplace. So like finding stuff for this car like that, or like wheels, tires, like you find everything for like so cheap. So I feel like doing this car, I'm gonna try to do it more on the budget because it is like a beater car and it's not worth a lot, and just try to keep the price down on it and do everything I wanted to do. So we're here at PA now, and we are gonna be installing those running boards. Fellas, this is Reggie and Matt. You guys know Matt from other videos. This is Reggie, the master tech here. What do we got here? Spacers? Is that like an hour of labor?
2 hours labor.
To install labor? To install spacers? Yes. I know, right? Are springs already in?
Half an hour.
Are springs are done. Oh, there's the springs on this Macan. These are the homie AJ's. Wait, you guys are done? Yeah. Do I have time? Huh? Do I have time? What do you mean? Alright guys, we are home now. We couldn't get the running boards installed. Turns out you need like rib nuts or something, like an install kit. I bought them used. I found them on Facebook Marketplace for like $100, and the guy included a bag of nuts and bolts, and I guess the rib nuts, yeah, once you install them, they're already stuck on the car. So I had to buy an install kit. So we're gonna tackle that later, and then we have a lot more parts coming in. So yeah, that just shows my new project, the Ram. Yeah, you guys stay tuned for the build on this one, and thanks for watching.